Hello and welcome to this Rune Event video. This one will be fairly quick as my usual videos come out on the weekend, but since the Rune Event was released on Monday, I haven't actually had time to make a full-fledged video. But let's have a look at the main points of this one anyway, and tell you some things you might not know about the Rune Event, and some helpful tips on how to get the most runes possible. If you do want a full guide on Rune Events and the best practices you should be doing, then make sure you check out this video here or at the end of the video, and even though it's based on a different Rune Event, it will have the same exact principles on how to get the most runes possible. So make sure you check that out, as this video will be a much shorter guide and more of a tips video with some good information. So let's start off with talking about what are the best things you should be doing to earn these cards and earning these runes. Well, like every other Rune Event, you should be looking to do all of your gembays, including the one that costs you 100 diamonds, if you really want to collect all the runes. It does sound expensive, but that would only cost you 900 diamonds if you did this on the very first day, leading to the last, and earning runes can last you a very long time, especially at throne room level 11. The next best thing to keep on top of is your personal boss. Now this is something a lot of people forget about, and even myself have missed out on a day's worth so far. But depending on how many lives you take away from the boss, it will actually give you a nice healthy amount of cards back for something that's literally for free and takes very little time. And talking about things that are for free and quick, and that'll be the lighthouse. Even if you don't care about elixirs, winning fights help you earn cards, and considering they're for free and you can refresh them every 15 minutes for easy fights, it's going to be great to keep on top of. Another thing you should always be doing is completing your daily quests when you click on this book and watch your adverts, attack people, and just focus on what needs to be done. The longest part about these quests will be doing the dungeon bosses, but everything here can earn you cards in the fun category. The fun category will be the hardest section to earn runes, but I'll explain later on how you can actually go about this in earning these runes. Next, when the portal comes out, make sure you jump straight on this. This isn't something you want to forget about and leave if this is an option for you. Normally it'll be for completing levels with chests on them, so just bear this in mind, but this will be a great way of earning cards, and the fact that we've already missed out on 1 week's worth of portals is just a shame, but make sure you don't miss out on this week's while it's around. The very last thing you should be doing that is easy to forget about, and that's actually the marquee. Now this doesn't need to be won or even win a single camel. Just by starting a marquee and participating, you can earn 2 to 3 cards for literally doing nothing except for showing up. But if you happen to win, then you can get anywhere between 5 to 8 cards, so it's always worth trying, but if you definitely can't win, then at least you'll be getting a couple of cards just for sitting around. Right, that's the main roundup of things you should be doing and some that you might not have thought of doing. But let's talk about when you should be receiving runes. If you have no runes collected and you need to get all 36, then you should start to be earning runes around the 30 to 50 mark in your collections, and opening them up of course. If you only need to collect the 3 new runes, then this is actually a bit unfortunate for yourself, as you will only start to receive your very first rune around the 120 to 150 mark, as Castle Castle do this on purpose, so this is what you should be expecting. It always takes long to earn your very first rune, but once you do, and especially when you need all of the runes, you'll start to see them flow in if you can keep up the pace. Here's one thing that a lot of new people won't even know about, and that's doing this advert trick. This is from one of my older rune videos explaining how this works, and I'll use the same footage and voice recording to keep it all in sync, so let's take a look. What you'll need to do is have 2 devices, like a phone and a computer, or in this case I'm using BlueStacks version 4 and 5 at the same time. To make things easier, I'm going to call the screen on my left device 1 and the screen on my right device 2. Now for anyone who has multiple devices, you know you already can't be on the game at the same time, but here's the clever bit. Normally you'll have to wait 2 hours before you get to watch the next advert again, but by doing this you'll be able to watch all of your daily adverts within about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how quick things are. Firstly, have the game open up on one device and watch that advert. As soon as you press to watch that advert, open up Castle Castle on your second device. Don't press the X on the advert until you're on your second device and actually on the game. But once you are, you can press the X on the starting device and wait to be kicked off. After that, wait for your second device to receive the cards, and then click to log back on your first device and repeat the process. This will take a few attempts to get right, but you can always follow what I've just done on screen and watch it again from the beginning if you're not sure. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be annoyed that I've exposed this to everyone, but it's very unlikely that the developers will come across this anyway. And hit that like button if you actually didn't know about this cool little trick. You can repeat this as many times as you like, and if completed properly, it should say something like 9 hours or more remaining until you can watch the next advert, and that's absolutely fine to see. That's what you should be expecting. The last remaining part of this video before we get to the diamond giveaway is what you should be doing about opening your chests. Everyone's situation is different, but this will be the ideal case for most people. What you should do is basically open up everything when the event has 3 days remaining. From here, if you haven't collected everything in your fun category, then this is what you should do to actually guarantee your best chances of getting those runes. Now, doing this method is going to be the best way of going about it because you can't just keep grinding for fun cards. So once you've opened up all your chests at the end, the only thing you can actually do is pay for more, which isn't what people are going to want to do. So again, when there's 3 days remaining, open up everything you have and continue to play the game as normal. But don't open up anything in your fun collections until the very last day. During this time with the last days remaining, you should be opening up your confrontation and massacre chests until one of those collections are complete. Let's say for example you complete your confrontation, as that's on the left and it'll make it easy to explain. Then what you should do is keep opening up your confrontation, as this will increase your total number of chests opened, and this is very important. Then on the very last day, you should have a lot of massacre chests and fun chests available. So let's say you have 25 massacre and 50 fun chests left. Then what you should do is open up your fun chests until they equal the same amount as your massacre, so 25. Then from here, just open them up one at a time until you earn the last rune in one of the categories. And again, let's say you complete the massacre chest first. Then you open up the rest of your massacre chests before you return to the fun category to increase the total number of chests open. Again, I can't stress how important this is. If this sounds confusing, make sure you bookmark or favourite this video and just come back to this part when the event has 3 days remaining and then 1 day remaining. If you liked the video, then remember to give this video a like, and if you know a friend that has started recently or yourself that is brand new to the game, then make sure you check out my beginner guide here and get subscribed for when I do a guide for people that are more experienced with the game but still need to fine tune some things. For anyone else looking to see if they've won this week's diamond giveaway, let's find out now. And if you want to join these, just have a look in the description after clicking the link and leave your in-game ID, and then that's it, you've entered. So here's this week's diamond giveaway winners, and well done to all of you. The next giveaway will be live now for everyone to join, and remember to check out the full Rune Event guide here and a beginner guide for either yourself or the best place to send your friend for the best information possible. And thank you all for watching.